Ubisoft has surprisingly announced a brand new update for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is going to be an expansion and DLC, which will be releasing on August 29th. Now, this is basically one of those seasonal contents, which is going to be a limited time, and this one's called as the Sigrblot Festival, which will be starting on July 29th all the way to August of 19th. We're only a few days away from this expansion going live, and another really cool thing and something that the community have been requesting for so long is now going to get added, which is the one-handed sword as a reward. And another really cool thing is that Ubisoft has now confirmed the release date for the second massive expansion. The Siege of Paris is going to be releasing on August 12th. We are still just a few weeks away from this. Now, the last time we checked, it seemed like August 5th was the release date of Siege of Paris according to some of the leaks, but then it seems like that could have been a placeholder, or maybe Ubisoft decided to shift the release dates. But now, before we get into any of the details on what content are we going to be getting in tomorrow's update. Now, the update is going to go live tomorrow, the 1.3.0's title update, and we now have the official sizes that you guys will need to download on all the different platforms. So I'm just going to put this on the screen here. It seems like Xbox Series X is going to have 23.8 gigabytes, and then Xbox One will be 17 gigabytes, and PlayStation 5 surprisingly is only 6.8 gigabytes of download, which actually is pretty good because I don't have to sit there and wait for the entire update to happen. And for the PS4, it depends on your region, and the maximum size that you're going to be getting is 24 gigs, which is actually pretty huge. And on the PC, it is going to be 31.3 gigabytes. Now, the first content that we're going to be getting in this update is, of course, the festival, the limited time festival, very similar to what we've seen with Ostara Festival and the couple of other seasons that we got to see in the game, where your settlement starts getting decorated and you have a bunch of new activities that you can do, which are going to be limited time. Of course, it's not going to stay in your settlement forever. And the most coolest part that Ubisoft has now listened to the community is that they have now added in a one-handed sword to the game. But unfortunately, we're not going to have a variety of options to choose between different one-handed swords because they are now only going to be adding one single sword. They don't have multiple swords. Maybe we'll get some of those in the future, maybe in Siege of Paris, we never know. But as of now, you can actually see in one of these trailers, Ubisoft has basically showed off the one-handed sword that they're going to be rewarding for all the players. And they've also added in this whole new challenge kind of arena, a brawl challenge that you can basically conduct inside your settlement, where you can choose between different AIs as your teammates and then go against your enemies with a whole squad on your side. So this is something we've already seen in games like Assassin's Creed Origin, where you have like another AI that is your teammate, and we had this huge gladiator kind of arena thing going on in Origins, and it seems like Ubisoft is trying to bring back some of those features in Valhalla this time as well. So it is, of course, going to be a very interesting thing to see how all of these things are going to be working out. Now, another very important thing that every single one of you players who play Assassin's Creed Valhalla must know before you play the upcoming content, and that is, of course, you need to make sure that your settlement is at least level 2, because if you don't have your settlement leveled up all the way to level 2, then you will, of course, miss out on all the limited time DLC content as well as Siege of Paris. So make sure that you guys are leveled up enough, and on their official page, they've also mentioned that you need to unlock either of these two locations in England. So make sure that you guys are playing the story mode if you haven't played it already. Make sure you guys have enough level. Level 2 for settlement is not really that hard. You just have to play a couple of missions in England, and that is pretty much it. Now, like we've already spoken, Ubisoft is now adding in a whole new difficulty mode, which is called as the level scaling. And here they've also given us all the different options and all the different types of levels that you'll basically get after this update. And you guys already know I'm going to be playing this game on the nightmarish mode. So if any of you guys have completed the main story mission, then I would honestly suggest you guys to go ahead and experience the game in a whole new challenging ways, where your enemies are going to be 50 plus power level, and they're going to be really hard in order to kill them. So every single battle that you get into is going to be extremely challenging, and that is something that's going to make the entire game much more interesting. Now, Ubisoft has also confirmed that we're going to be getting some brand new river raids to the game and a whole new set of loots that you can collect from these new river raids. And we don't really know what kind of currencies are they going to be used as, but then we'll get to know as soon as the new update is live. Now, Ubisoft is also adding in a bunch of new stuffs to the game in terms of cosmetics, like, for example, the new tattoos that you can actually see in this trailer. They're also adding in a new Raven skin. Now, they've also added in a brand new hairstyle, which seems like you have multiple colors going in there, and you also have some kind of a crown here, which looks really cool on both male as well as female Eivor. And at the same time, we're also going to be getting new weapons. One of them is going to be the one-handed sword. Now, another very interesting thing that Ubisoft has now confirmed is that they have now improved the graphics of Assassin's Creed Valhalla in terms of lighting and how the visuals look, and all the clippings that the game basically had is now getting revamped, and the game might slightly look a little bit different and hopefully for the better as well. And I want to touch into all of these graphical improvement topics on another video so that I can explain each and everything to you guys in detail on what kind of new visual expansions are we going to be seeing in this new update. Now, like you guys already know, I love to keep all of my videos as short as possible without really having to drag my videos all the way to 10 minutes long. So if you guys do prefer short and on to the point videos without having to waste your time, then make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on, and make sure that you guys are setting your notification settings to all, because if you don't do that, the broadcast YouTube platform, they don't send you guys the notifications of my daily videos even if you're subscribed. So make sure you guys are setting the notification settings to all. And if you guys didn't know this already, I make videos on Assassin's Creed as well as all the upcoming open world games and Ubisoft games. So if that is something you guys prefer watching, then please make sure to show your support by simply just dropping a like. And also, since I'm making these short videos, it also means that YouTube does not support them because short videos does not generate much ad revenues. And if you guys could simply just support these kind of videos by simply dropping a like and showing your support, that would really mean a lot to me. So thank you guys so much for all the support you've been showing on this channel, and a very huge thanks for the 70,000 subscribers. And I never really expected this day would actually come, so thank you guys so much. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy fams, and goodbye.